we go. Trying again. Monday morning. I hope everybody's all right. Staying well. I mean, lovely weekend, really. Evenings are pulling out. I thought the weather was really nice, especially was Saturday was lovely. And yesterday we had a bit of rain, but then the rain was just lovely. It was warm, warm. And the rain was just coming down. It wasn't buckets of them. It was coming down just a bit of mizzle. So that's good for the plants. Now I got to say, which was Saturday, dear friend of mine, Dominic Palmer, up in Cambern, up there, it was his birthday. I'm glad. I hope you had a good day, Dominic, with the family. And I got one birthday for tomorrow, and that's another great friend of ours is Jonathan Barnacote. We know his mum and dad very well, so I wish Jonathan for tomorrow and Dominic for last Saturday. Happy birthday to you both. Now this one was a story called Silas. Hello, hello, that you, 'tis my handsome. Yes, I'm fit again now. Due for another day, suppose. Anyways, I forgot to tell you about Silas. He's the twin brother of Decky. You don't know, Decky. He's the one with a third eye, and he was took out of before he's backed. When mother went into hospital to have baby, she didn't know she was going to have twins. Of course, Decky was first born. Jet black hair he had, shining from the light of the full moon outside. Next thing mother knows was Silas was born. My Gary, he'd seemed some faint and wishy-washy. And the hair of 'em, well, 'twas as white as snow. Eyes of 'em all like pink like. Is he albino or something? Asked father. No, you idiot, 'tis your son Silas, replied mother. But his hair is white and Dick is black. Well, says mother, must have been the full moon last night turned his hair white. Me? I'd have blamed the milkman. Of course, they weren't identical twins, with hair not the same colour, and Decky was twice the size of Silas. Silas always seemed brownish when growing up. Sometimes he looked like a dying winner, he did. Always bleating about something. After going to school, Silas come home grafted most days. Always one, innit? Mother, he asked, what's for tea? My innards is cracking. A bit of nicey, I hope. Yes. Well, he stopped bleating when I'm talking to you, said mother. When we sat down for tea, always was a lot of chatter beside the table. Well, hush up a minute, says mother. Eat your tea. Don't want to hear another squeak from me. Bit of nice fresh lettuce to go with your taters. But, replied Silas, stop mumbling in your chin like an old hen in a haystack, replied mother. Not another word till tea is finished. After tea, did you want to say something now, Silas? Asked mother. No, 'tis too late now, says Silas. Comes on. What's on? Says mother. Well, I was trying to tell you had two slimy slugs in your lettuce. Then 'twas a knock on the door. I know that knock, says father. Yes, it's Mabel from next door. What do you want now? We to call her have he got? Well, could he spare us a little bag of tatters and some bread and marge, please? Yes, says mother, with her eyes rolling, looking up at Mabel. Hang on a bit here, says father. I can't expect ye to carry that bag with tatters and bread home in all this snow. You could fall down and hurt yourself. Call back in a week or two. Before she left, Mabel says, I seen Silas down in the middle of the stream, standing right up to his armpits, he was. I thought he was home from school with a very bad cold on him. Catch his death he will down there. Yes, he have got a bad cold on him, replied mother. He went doctor, and they gave him some very strong medicine and told him he had to take it in water. Silas started courting with Dora. Thin little maid she was, with a face like two plates clamped together, legs on her like limits, as mother used to say. But Silas always loved that little maid, courting for her for 5 years or more. He'd come home for tea and then go out courting. Father reckoned Silas was always hanging round the back door of Dora's house, like a tomcat round a dustbin. Anyways, Silas decided to move into a place of his own, leave Grannock Moor and move to Gwynedd Town, but still come home for tea every night. Of course, he didn't like the dark, so Dora had to walk home every night and see into his little place. One night he surprised us all by saying he'd asked Dory to marry him. Mother says to Feather, you don't know, he's a runt of the family, so you'll have to tell him. I'm a bit about the facts of life, for when he gets married. Silas come in one night, father called to him. Mother beats a hasty retreat upstairs. What's on, father? Asked Silas. Well, 'tis like this here, boy. Sit down and pull up a chair, says, and father starts to whisper in his ear. It was me and ma that says, when you'm born, we get you from under a gooseberry bush. Well, 'tidn't like that at all. That midwife lady to bring the baby in her little black bag. when you both decide to start a family. My God, is that the time now? Bye now.